Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, as I'm gonna read through, okay, is as it says, new technology will dangerously expand government spying on citizens. But I mean, this is taking it to a whole nother level. You're gonna want to hear this. All right, and so for a while we've been mentioning how they set these rules, but how are they exactly going to implement it? How are they going to know who's doing what and all these things? Well, let's read this. It says, if you're worried about the capability of government to conduct surveillance of citizens engaged in political assembly and protest, or even just personal activity, then you should be aware the technological capability of government surveillance is about to expand exponentially. The U.S. Air Force Research Lab, yes, it has its own lab, has recently signed a new contract to test new software of a company called Signal Frame, a Washington, D.C. wireless tech company. The company's new software is able to access smartphones and from your phone jump off to access any other wireless or Bluetooth device in the near vicinity. To quote from the article today in the Wall Street Journal, the smartphone is used as a window onto usage of hundreds of millions of computers, routers, fitness trackers, modern automobiles, and other network devices known collectively as the Internet of Things. And that's a key part, automobiles. They can hack they can hack into your phone, and from there they can hack into or have access to your car's electronics, which I'm gonna read that. And this is some wild joint, man. It says your smartphone in effect becomes a government listening device that detects and accesses all nearby wireless or Bluetooth devices or anything that has a MAC address for that matter. How near is nearby is not revealed by the company or the Air Force, both of which refuse to comment on the Wall Street Journal story. But with the expansion of 5G wireless, it should be assumed it's more than just a couple of steps from your smartphone. Now, it says one can imagine some scary scenarios with this capability in the hands of government snoops. Not only will the government know your geographical location via the GPS signal on your cell phone, they know what you are doing and with whom. So with this technology, they say you need to quarantine. They don't need to set up cameras in your house. They can find out where you are. If you're so when they say don't mingle with anybody of a different household, they can use that to find out who are you in close proximity with. Because they can track your phone, and from there they can track any other phones or devices that are in the nearby area to your device. And they can say, oh, okay, they go into the next person's device, they find out such and such lives here, this is their address, this is who they are to you, they're of a different household, you're going off, and next thing you know, you wonder, how did they know? How did they end up at your house? How did you get a knocking on your door saying you've been in violation of da da da, on Tuesday you were here with this person doing this, that, and the third? Well, here it is. It says a political gathering would allow them to see the owners of other cell phones in the vicinity of a protest or demonstration. So, relating that to us, if we were to go out there and prophesy, guess what? They know who is next to you. All right, they can find out where each individual is, who's around each individual, who they. I mean, it says how many are gathering at a particular street or location, so they can tell how many you are, the direction they might be heading, or whether there's an organization meeting in a hall or room, and who with a cell phone as well might be attending. Man, it says if you're driving on a winding coastal or mountain road, it would know, check this out, and could possibly access your car's various electronic systems to turn them off. Okay? It might access your car's circuit board that governs your power steering when you're driving in an area of winding roads, or it might be able to shut down your car's electrical system and remotely lock all your doors. The police no longer have to engage in highway chases until capture. You hear this? So they could use this technology, all right, to basically hack into your car. Let's say you're trying to get away, they could shut down your car, lock the doors. Now you're stuck here, your car's not moving, you can't even get out. It says the new tech would allow the government to access the data on your Fitbit device while you're jogging, or worse, maybe even interfere with the signal on your heart pacemaker device. Mm-mm. So now they're doing all this with the cell phone now. Think about this. When they transfer that from cell phone to microchip and it's in your body, this isn't like, okay, well, if they can do this with my cell phone, I'm just going to throw out my cell phone and live without a cell phone. When that chip is inside you, they can do this and more. Okay? Total, complete control. So it's not by coincidence that the chip is coming out and this technology is also coming out simultaneously. All right? As they call it, the Internet of Things. So it says the technology might be used to access your smartphone and from there to turn on your home Alexa device to listen in and record conversations without you ever knowing. Or, and they have this technology now, they're just now bringing it out, exposing it to the public. All right. It says, or to listen in on your Zoom conference on your laptop, or maybe even worse, to shut down or bypass the safety features on your home furnace equipment, or turn off your home security system. So you have a home security system, you're like, I'm gonna barricade myself in this house, nobody's coming in. If they after your ass, man, they could remotely shut it down. And they show you a lot of these things in that video game Watch Dogs. I believe the new one is Watch Dogs Legion, where it's just about hacking technology, because everything is linked through technology. So that's why them making you a transhumanist means they're gonna have total control over you, because now you're part technology. This is what they're coming with, man. So is it coincidental that they're releasing this technology now in the midst of this whole so-called pandemic, which allows them to then use this kind of technology? Because if they say, oh, we're going to use this to, in terms of enforcing these lockdowns and so on and so forth, that's justification to use this sort of technology. It says, and with 5G wireless broadband and tracking, the tracking might be extended well beyond the range of a Bluetooth device. Add 5G broadband wireless to signal frame technology, and then wed that to the capability of machine learning and artificial intelligence, and you get instant processing of a massive amount of data on any targeted person or gathering. Hear that? So you go to a legal protest, you go here, you do this, they can find out who you did it with, where you were, how many people you were, everything. The address, the locations of every man. It says this problem of government surveillance on free citizen activity is not new. It took a giant leap after 9/11 with the Patriot Act and acquisition of phone data by Homeland Security and other government agencies. It was supposed to have stopped, but it hasn't. The snoops have continued to ignore congressional resolutions and court decisions on privacy invasion of citizens. The latest Air Force lab testing is just like a recent tip of the iceberg revelation. And if the Air Force is doing it, be assured, so are the Army, Navy, the NSA, CIA, FBI, and all the other government snoops. All right, this is just a fraction of the kind of technology that they have. Certainly, this kind of technology would be used not only by the US government if the USA has it. You can bet other governments do too, especially China, Russia, Israel, and probably some of the Europeans as well. So as you can see, this is the kind of technology that they're coming with, man. All right. It says here, in short, technology is becoming a growing tool and power in the hands of governments to use to thwart democratic and constitutional rights, as well as to detect, apprehend, and deal with those who protest and oppose those governments. The coming decade in the USA will be not only increasingly difficult economically, increasingly unstable politically, but will prove to be a period in which technology is increasing or increasingly threatening basic civil rights, as well as the very foundation of democracy itself. All right, and pursuant to Daniel 12 and 4, it tells you what? Knowledge shall be increased. All right, that's why you're seeing such technological advances by these devils, man. Now I'm gonna get a quick precept, all right, because this is straight up, as it says here in Ezekiel 28 and 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. So referring on to Esau, Edom, guess what? With their technology, they're able to find out everything. You know, from and now they want to access what you think, from where you are, who you're with, what you're doing. All these different things. All right, this is just the tip of the iceberg of their new world order. So if you think that their new world order, if you think going with this agenda is gonna bring you some form of normalcy, there is no such thing. You're gonna sacrifice all forms of freedom by being a part of this beast system, and you're just gonna be a controlled puppet for these elites. All right. But hey, thanks be to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that he's gonna intervene when he is. All right, and destroy this place, man, because this is just out of this world, man. This is just wild. All right, but hey, be prepared, man, because this is the kind of technology that they're dealing with, and much more. All right. So with that, I hope you were informed and edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha Kudash. Until next time, Shalom.